Welcome back to another episode of Open Book with CC Season 3. And finally, after so long of waiting, I got Cain with me in the building.
What up?
So, tell me about yourself, what you do, who you are, why I'm excited.
My name is A. Cain. I am co-founder of Mad Studios, where we are right now, where the lovely CC hosts her podcast. I've been on this entrepreneurial run for the last 5 years or so.
Successful.
Right. and still trying to learn as much as I can, as much as we all can. And what I do, I'm the marketing strategist here. So anything that has to go online, that shit's ran by me first.
Okay.
Right.
Big dog, basically. Don't nothing go unless he says so.
Oh, stop.
Boom. All right, so obviously I know Cain is for your real name, but
right.
What kept you from wanting to try a different alias?
Well, you know what? It was easy for me because growing up, like, it's like my name is Aaron, last name is Cain, but when people would see me down the street or whatever, they'll say, "Hey, Cain."
Oh,
so it kind of just went, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So kind of, they used to call me Kano, like, I still get called that till nowadays, but like, it just came easy. It was so easy for them to just say like, "Hey, yo, hey, Cain."
Okay.
You know what I mean? My name just so happened to start with the A too, so it just went hand in hand.
Okay. I thought we were going to be like Menace to Society or something. That's the story I was waiting for.
No,
It's okay.
it was real easy for me, so it just stuck.
Oh, okay.
I mean?
I like it. So, give us a little background on you, like where you're from, how you grew up.
All right. Well, I grew up in South Central LA. I grew up on Hoover Street.
Oh.
My parents came from Belize to the States. I want to say like around the 70s, late 70s. My dad was like the neighborhood mechanic, which he is now to this day. He got a shop on Palmdale.
Okay.
Shout out to him and Chavo. But my mom came out here from Belize in the late 70s too. So yeah, grew up in South Central. Got an older brother, got a younger sister. We're all separated by a year. LA was pretty crazy. You know, you see a lot of stuff young. I grew up really fast.
Okay.
I feel like, you know, I mean, of course there's still stuff I haven't seen, but I feel like I saw it all, or you know, saw what I needed to see. Yeah. To make me realize, like, I don't even want to fucking deal with that shit.
Yeah,
you know
yeah, for real.
So around, I got in a little bit of some trouble. We moved to Victorville. I was gonna be a freshman in high school. My brother was already up here, getting away from trouble. You know what I mean? They just my parents made me finish my schooling down there. Okay. Came up here. Been up here ever since. Went to Silverado. Went to Dorado.
The Jackrabbit, sorry.
I don't even think that's a thing for Silverado. I just made that shit up right now. That's not even a thing. But went to Silverado High School, man, and Victorville is where I really like became myself. Okay. You know what I mean? I will say that Victorville, I became a man out here, essentially. You know what I mean? Like, and it's crazy coming from South Central to Victorville. I only seen like white people, like if I went like far out to like a whole nother city, or something, like to the beach or something like that. But like when I came to Victorville, like my neighbors were white, you know what I mean? And like that shit I used to see like on TV, Disney Channel or some shit. So when I saw the first white person, like the first white girl like that was in my class, like I was tripping. I remember going home and I had a flip phone, a Verizon phone. I telling my homies like, yo, there was a white girl like that. They were tripping too. So they were just like, yo, you white now? They were like, right. So, you know, like that's like essentially like my origin story, where I grew up and how I grew up. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So would you claim Victorville over LA?
I wouldn't.
Okay.
But Victor, like, I mean, on all the merch we have, you know, along with like Arlie being from Victorville. Yeah. I understand, like, you know, this is like the stomping grounds. You know what I mean? And I would never want to be one of those niggas to fake the funk. You know what I mean? LA's, you know, I feel like, and this is just not even like, I'm not saying I am Kobe or nothing like nothing stupid like that, but Kobe wore he started off his career wearing number 8 and he switched to 24. Okay. That's kind of how I see it. You know what I mean? Like, I lived a life in LA, and then I lived a life in Victorville. Okay. Like, both of them taught me a whole lot. So they're both, you know, I love LA. I still go. I have friends and family out there. Yeah. I have friends and family out here too. So okay, I would say that.
All right. So who are? This? I mean, it was for the take a shot portion if you want to.
Oh no,
it's okay. Some people want to, but it's like
I'm gonna do it for the take a shot portion. We're not gonna show.
Okay, swag. So who or what got you started rapping?
I started rapping because the homies would battle rap at some and niggas would go from it was a whole battle rap craze like in 05, like 06, 07. Oh yeah,
they had it at Victor too.
So my best friend Troy was like the illest nigga up here, aka Guns. He gonna be mad I even said that name. He was like the illest nigga. Like niggas used to come from Victor, from like Sultana, his spirit, to come battle this nigga. Like niggas would sneak on Silverado campus at lunch, or we'll meet right at the bread spot on here with me, and niggas would really battle. So I never wanted to rap. Like I never wanted to rap, but then he would come to my house after school. And I would see him preparing like his battle bars, and like I would see like how focused he was, and like he would recite shit to himself. Yeah. And I always loved hip hop, so it was more so like a challenge. Like I wonder if I could do it too. You know, I'm not a battle rapper. I never battle rap. You know what I mean? But like put words together and like have another interest. You know what I mean? Me and him met off of like drawing anime characters and shit like that. But then he had like a whole nother interest that I didn't know. Oh, okay. So when I saw him battle rap, I was like, it was a whole side of him I didn't even see before. Like he was like aggressive and you know what I'm saying? He was just going in, fucking niggas up, and I was just like, yo, like I didn't even know, like I didn't know you did this, bro. Like when did you even? And you know what I'm saying? So it was the fact that he had a whole nother interest. Okay. You know what I mean? That got me interested in. Let me see if I could do this too. Yeah. So that's actually how it all started. Nice. Yeah, that's actually how I got
Shout out to Troy.
Shout out to Troy. Shout out to Troy, man.
Yes. Troy. Okay, so would you say he's your biggest influence, or do you have one?
You know, I would have to say he is. Because I really saw him, again, that whole time of battle rap, like, niggas were serious. So, like, to see him, like, people come to our school, we would have to go to other schools, too. He would battle and shit. Yeah. It was, that was the first time I really got into, I started going home and watching, like, rap battles and shit. You know what I mean? I really started, like, diving into hip-hop. I grew up in a Belizean household, so a lot of the music I listened to was a lot of soca and punta, and, like, it was a different kind of, you know what I mean? I would listen to rap, too, but my household was, like, ran on that. Okay. So, when that started happening, and around that time, like the Kid Cudis, the Wizzes, the Wale started coming out, Currency and shit like that. Okay. So a lot of those people too were, you know, everything started going hand in hand. So I would say he is, along with others too. Okay. You know, where my influence is.
Okay. So how would you describe your style then?
My rap style?
Yeah.
That's a very good question.
Thanks. Because yours is so, like, I can't pinpoint yours on any kind of level. Like, I can't say, like, oh, you remind me of, like, Kendrick Lamar or something, because you don't. Yours is, like, I don't know. From where I first heard you, it's like I said, I can drive to the beach, sit at the beach, and listen to your PCH album. Right. Or with your other songs, like you have with Nam or whatever, like, that's a whole different vibe, too. Right. So it's just, like, what is it? How do you describe it?
That is a good question, though. I've heard that before, too, that I don't sound like no. And that's cool. As an artist, as anyone, you don't want to interview like somebody else. You don't want to rap, sound like nobody else. But, like, I really like, I said his name earlier, Currency. Currency was a big, like, his whole lifestyle rap. Like, he rapped about the things he did. Okay. And I never really enjoyed, I don't really like rapping about things I don't do. So everything in my music is basically what goes on in my life. Okay. You know what I mean? So I would say it's like a lifestyle rap. You know, and as far as the style, I don't want to sound too rappity. You know what I mean? But like I feel like whatever the beat is bringing out of me, like I'll do. You know what I'm saying? But like if I had to categorize myself, it would definitely be like lifestyle.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And rapping from a point of view where it's like, you don't have to have $1 million because not everybody got $1 million.
Yeah, true.
Not everybody got 10 cars. Not everybody got 6 houses. You have to like really appreciate the shit you do have.
True.
So I rap about the shit I have. Like,
okay.
I rap about playing games. I rap about like being a father. I rap about, you know, I'll bring up my Optima in a rap or something like that. So it's real. You know what I mean? You can't. And what I've learned is that like as long as you keep it real, people are gonna respect that. They might not like your shit, but they respect it. You know what I mean? So I would say that.
Okay. So that's what I was gonna bring up too, because you have a son.
Right.
Does your son want to rap? Does he want to be a part of this?
My son is in the dubstep. My son is in the like.
Yes.
My son is in the techno music, man.
Let's go, Ray. Let's go.
He's a rager. I call him Mr. Rager. Shout out to Ed. He's a rager. But he does appreciate music. Like, okay. I was in a real when he was born. I want to say he was like about 6 months at the time. To a year, I was signed like a little shitty independent deal, and shitty indie deal, I should say. And he was in the studio with me working on like my first album.
Oh, okay.
So like I know that music. He knows music and he loves music.
Yeah.
But I could see him more so being a DJ.
Okay.
Than like being an actual, because he just likes the music. The music does something to him. So I can see him being like a DJ more so than an artist.
Okay.
Yeah.
DJs be making money.
They make good money too, so I ain't
okay.
tripping. I'm not tripping at all. I ain't tripping at all.
Swag. So what does hip hop mean to you then?
Yeah, well, another good question.
Thanks.
Hip hop means I don't want to. I might be wrong, but there's like 6 pillars of hip hop. I believe it might be 5 or 6. It's like graffiti, breakdancing, rhythm, flow. I could be wrong. But
honestly, never heard of that before.
Right, there's like 6 pillars, I believe. I could be wrong in the comment section. Make sure, like, correct me. Please correct me. Like, answer your question. Hip hop means culture. Like, hip hop is like the culture of you know, of us, people who look like us. Let's just keep it a buck. You know
definitely.
And over the years, it's been fabricated. It's been falsified. It's been
watered down,
mocked. It's been watered down. But that's a testament to what we bring to just the culture, though.
Yeah, true.
People want to look like us. They want to be like us. They want to dress like us. They want to sound like us. And to me, I feel like as a people, we gotta really, you know what I mean. We gotta take that shit as face value. And that's something we could take and say. We could take that and tell them like, yo, you want to be like us. You know what I mean? So. To me, hip hop is just culture, our culture, music, food, vibes, what we bring to the table, how we look, how we dress, everything. You know, how we dance, how we move. You know what I mean? Everything from our lingo to everything. To me, that's what hip hop is. What we bring to musically, sonically, fashion wise, food again, food wise. It doesn't matter to me. Hip hop is a culmination of all those things. Okay. So that's what it means to me. That's what I try to, that's what I try to bring.
Okay, swag. So let's talk about music. What you got coming up? What you done? What's your favorite projects? Yeah.
So last year I dropped 6 projects last year.
Yes, you did.
I feel like it was just so much going on last year. From the pandemic to Kobe passing away. Yeah. A whole bunch of shit went on last year. We all could agree to that and attest to that. So I feel like there was just a lot of stuff on my mind. And again with the corona virus, the pandemic, you see people passing away from it. Yeah. Getting like extremely ill, not being themselves after they get it. Yeah. So it made me really feel like, I gotta really like put some music out just in case. You never know. You know what I mean? So that was a part of me putting out the 6 projects. So what I have coming now, I'm working on something with AP out in Oregon.
Nice.
Napu, who's in Texas right now. I'm gonna be working on something with him, and my brother, the person who gave me my first beat, like my first actually produced beat made for me. My brother Derek Ramos, who you also know. We're gonna be working on something for the end of the year. So, wow. Like now, I'd like to do projects with one producer. Okay. I don't like I'm finding it better to have like one producer make the whole project. Yeah. Because that's me and that producer's vibe. That's how we feel. Instead of having like 8 different producers on one.
Yeah, having to explain yourself.
You're right. And I'm really lucky. I was just talking to AP about this. I'm really lucky to stumble in a situation where, you know, I have like this outlet and I have like all this shit. You know what I mean? Like, and I have friends who are just as in love with hip hop and the culture as I am. You know what I mean? Like, I never once claimed to be the best rapper or anything. I never wanted to rap, but I do like music, and there's shit that I do like I want to say. So I'm lucky enough to have like these people in my corner. So my favorite project would be, we came out last year, 1/6, the Bridgewater Boulevard.
Oh my god, I like that song too.
Right. So shout out to Trey Voorhees, and that's someone who I always wanted to work with. Like, I first heard him. Ramos put me on him in like 2012, and to me he's a legend. Like, to me he is a legendary figure. And he would tell you otherwise. Like, you know, genuinely he would tell you otherwise. Like, I'm tripping, but the fact that I got to work with him and like I manifested that all those years ago for it to come full circle, and there's a line of MCs willing to work with him, and he just doesn't do it for everybody. Nice. So for the fact for him to like do a whole project with me was incredible. You know what I mean? And Sport Mode also did really well. Last year, honestly, I didn't know I had that much reach. I didn't know. I had no
I can tell
idea.
you're a celebrity. Like,
you always say that, but like,
because I'm manifesting. Duh.
Right. And I appreciate that. We all should manifest for real. That shit is really real.
Yeah.
But like, I never, ever, like thought my music would like. I never knew that like the reach of Beyond Aware also coincided with the music, as I should say. Like, that's the best way to put it. We ship all these clothes around the globe, but the music is like right along with it.
Yeah.
You know? And so I never in a million years would have thought like my reach was that wide. You know what I mean? So I was all my projects last year. all the ones last year that they really stunned me. I'm looking at the numbers and shit, and I'm just like, I had no idea.
Your streams are pretty crazy.
Yeah, I had no.
Posted it. It's like what, 70,000? Was it more?
I think it was more.
Okay. I remember seeing 70,000.
Right, we'll fact check after this.
Afterwards. Swag. Okay, so is there any kind of genre that you haven't stepped in that you want to?
That is another good question.
Thank you.
I would say another genre. Damn. You know what? I really like indie rock.
Nice.
I like indie rock. Like, I listened to a lot of Passion Pit when I was like my years, a lot of mindless self-indulgence.
Okay.
If I could get into like some, like, I know Wayne made a rock album.
Yeah.
If I could make like you know, if I could just dive in, I don't think I could make a whole one by myself. I think I would need a lot of help.
Oh yeah.
But if I could like curate and like make one with different people who play different instruments and just kind of form something. Yeah, I think I would do that. It would have to be like it would definitely be like a rock album.
Would you do like a mashup like Jay-Z did with what's his
Linkin
name?
Park?
Yeah,
Linkin Park. It would. If I was to do something, it would sound like the rock that was in the 2000s.
Okay.
You know, like Sum 41 and like Linkin Park and
trying to
like,
get the disco.
Yeah, right.
I love them.
So, because that's when I used to like go to Hot Topic and like buy T-shirts.
Yeah.
So like a lot of the bands like will have on shirt. People would actually be like, "Do you even know who the fuck that is?"
No, seriously.
It's like, no, I know, nigga. Like, I just wanted the shirt. This color goes with my shoes, nigga.
Yeah.
So, but it made me go research those bands. It made me go look up Nirvana. It made me go look up different bands.
That's how I feel about Pink Floyd.
Right. I mean, my best friend, my son's goddad. Shout out to my nigga Alex. He, it's the Smiths and different shit like that. Like, you know, I know the Beatles are a long time, but I never listened to the Beatles until they put me on to the Beatles. Okay. So if I could form something, it would be like a rock. It would be rock.
So what is your all-time favorite song that you've done out of all your projects you've had?
Oh my god.
You have so many.
I have a lot. My all-time favorite song?
Yeah.
I did a song with a girl named Megan Ashley on PCH. That was about it's called Pursuit, and it's about like chasing your dreams, like no matter what. And AP mixed that song again. Shout out to AP. He had me have my son say like I love you to me, like we caught like a real like organic moment. And he put that in the song. So it would have to be that song because it was about us getting evicted when I lived in Eagle Ranch, like in 2009 or something like that. When we got evicted out of the house, like one parent ran into like some crazy trouble. So the first verse was about getting evicted, and the second verse was about how I found out I was gonna be a dad.
Oh wow!
So that would probably be like the most, and that was a lot. Like people hit me up about that song to this day, like yo, fucking. You're really vulnerable. You're really vulnerable, Cain. Like, what the fuck? So that would have to probably be my favorite song.
Okay. Yeah, that one sounds like it hit close to home.
Yeah,
like,
right. That shit hit close to home. For sure.
Okay, so like you said before, you are the market strategist of Mad Studios.
I am.
How did that come about with Arlie, and where do you see yourself going in 5 years? Because you're really successful in the 3.5 years I've known you guys.
Right.
You guys went from boom to boom. So 5 years.
And you've been a part of it as well, like your podcast has as well.
Thank you.
I see us, to answer the first part of your question, it came about me and Arlie. I'm going to make a long story short.
Okay.
For anyone who wants to know, I knew Arlie because I saw Beyond the Word around the city. But I also had a clothing line too.
Okay.
And we just focused more so around hats. NID, Nerds in Disguise. And we actually sell hats out of my house, and we would sell out in like 30 minutes an hour.
Oh, shoot.
Know what I mean? So I don't know. Like, we sold out quick. People would bring me their shoes. Like, do you have a hat to match my right in front of my house? I used to sell out quick.
That's swag.
So me and Arlie met at a party. It didn't. When we first met, we met at a party. It didn't go well. Okay, one was drunk. Arlie was trying to help him. Pat cousin Alan, my nigga Alan, thought that Arlie was trying to fight Pat. So it was gonna be like a big squabble.
Yeah.
So that's how we actually met face to face. And then not long after that, I won tickets to a Currency concert, and I saw Arlie again. And people like our homie joke around and say it should be in the Victorville Museum, but we took a picture together. And it was during that time where snapbacks were in, and there was a whole little wave, and we took a picture together. And me and Arlie I would always go from then on. I would go to his house when he was like screen printing Beyond the Wear stuff, and I would help with the screen printing. You know what I mean? I met his brother Brandon through that too. So over the years, our relationship just kept building and growing. They only lived right around the corner from me once I moved to the Brentwood. So, me and Arlie met on I met him when he was trying to build his brand, and he met me when I was trying to build my brand as an artist more so than anything. So once we saw that me and him could help each other as far as like the people I know and the people he knows, we could kind of like merge the worlds. You know what I mean? And merge like what we built. So ever since then, we've been on the ground running.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And what we built so far and where we could go, I mean, the possibilities are endless. Like, we started off as people as a team who just loved music and loved hip hop and loved the culture. You know what I mean? Like, and that word is like precedent. People try to water that word down, but you can't. Yeah. Culture is everything. Everyone has a culture. Every race has a culture. So we for the love of the culture, that's how we started. But for us to transition into the actual like business and want to be a corporation or whatever, I mean, like, it's a testament to like just dreaming and allowing yourself to like to go as far as you can. With saying fuck everybody else, fuck what everybody else think. A lot of those times, like, that's what we had to think. Like, we had friends and people in our corners, our peers, whatever, might told us that like, this shit's not gonna work. This shit doesn't make any sense. But you have to filter that shit out. Really go for it. So we formed a connection on that, on the fuck it. You know what I mean? And making that transition to being a actual business. Taking everything that taking Beyond the Wear, taking NID, taking the Danger Tapes. Devin Ramos, who also was a big part of what we had going on. He was the first person to ever do podcasts out here, to my knowledge. You know what I mean? And again, I'm just lucky enough to stumble into these people along my journey. To take what we all were doing, what we're all passionate about, put it under one roof, get in another office, and now looking for another a bigger space. I mean, the possibilities are endless for all of us, for everyone. For you know what I mean? So, I'm excited to see where we can go in the next 10 years. It's a marathon, not a race. Yep. So I'm excited. I mean, the possibilities are endless for us, honestly. So. Yeah.
I didn't know you had NID. I think I've seen that before too.
Yeah, I used to throw parties. And at the parties, I would give people hats.
No, yeah, I swear I've seen that before. So that's crazy that you said.
Yeah, right.
So what made you stop though? You could have collabed, put like Beyond Nerds or something.
No, for sure. You know what happened though? Like just to keep it a buck, the people who I had in my corner, they didn't see this. They didn't see like where it could have went. You know what I mean? And I think prematurely people backed out. Yeah. And sometimes and that's okay when shit kind of gets real, or like the saying goes, when shit hits the fan. Yeah. But in this particular case, it wasn't like a bad thing. I think once you're comfortable, it's hard to give that up. True. And I feel like what at the time what I was asking for, they didn't either understand or wasn't with it all the way. You know, and at that time, I wanted it so bad, whatever that it was, you know what I mean, the success or whatever, that I ignored that. You know what I mean? I ignored like how they felt or what that would do to them or how that would make them feel. Yeah. But I just got lucky enough to stumble into some people who were like, yo, we all for the dream. Yeah. We're all about just chasing the dream. Oh. And I think that's where NID's still around for sure. It's more like a fraternity now. Oh, okay. You know what I mean? It's more so like the members of know who they are. But you know what I mean? It had to be a regime change. It had to be a culture change. So I feel like I made the right call because you know what I mean. Look where we are now.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Let's see. I did all these in one. Do you feel the pandemic has affected the business negatively in any way?
No. I mean, it definitely, what the pandemic did was kind of filter out what businesses really are trying to stick around for the long run. Again, because we do a lot of marketing here for other businesses other than ourselves. So the companies we were working with before the pandemic hit, who were no longer like working with those accounts, it kind of just made you realize like, okay, they had short-term goals. The companies that are still trying to stick things through now, along with ourselves. Yeah. Because you have to do marketing for ourselves. You have to do marketing for yourself. Yeah. Those are the people. It just made you identify like who's trying to like actually leave like a staple. You know what I mean? Who's trying to really make their mark. You know what I mean? So yes, indeed, because some businesses backed out. They're losing out on clients. Yeah. But at the same time, the clients who did stick around, they're willing to pay more, or they're willing to go even harder. Yeah. Because they understand that it is a pandemic. Yeah. And you want to keep your small business afloat. You know what I mean? There's only so much grants and so much this you can pull out and loans and blah blah. So for them to stick around and make it work and still work with us is like a testament to how long they want to be around. So yeah, I would say that.
Okay. So do you have any dream collaborations that you want to do, business or music wise?
Oh, for sure. Okay. I mean, I would love to work with Pusha T, Currency on like a clothing collab. Okay. And music as well too. I just feel like with them will be universal. It'll be clothing and music. I'm a huge fan of Pusha T. I'm a huge fan of Currency. Nikki Diamonds, the diamond clothing brand. Huff, Undefeated. There's a lot. I mean, I could go on and on forever. Like all these people, all these brands, and all these people that I'm saying like really left an impact on me. Yeah. You know what I mean? So if I could, Griselda, you know what I mean? Like Westside Gun, like he's like a genius. Yeah. Cuddy's a genius. Again, Currency's a genius. Wiz is a genius. Yeah. Ross. I feel like I would be able to offer something that they might not have. Yeah. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm really a forward thinker. I feel like I just know what people want. Yeah. What people expect. You know what I mean? and I feel like I could definitely offer something, whether it's music or clothing or whatever it is.
Okay.
I feel like there's something I could definitely offer them, especially the people I'm a fan of.
Yeah.
If I'm a fan of you, I'm gonna give a fuck. You know
right.
What I mean? So I'm gonna go extra hard. So
110.
Right, I'm going 110. So yeah, definitely. Those would be my dream collabs, like off the top of my brain.
Swag.
Right.
Okay. So ready to get fun?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so I got a would you rather's, a couple of them, because I feel like these ones for you, I don't know, I didn't want to do anything too stupid, so I was like, let me take my time. One of them is funny, but the other two I'm like, this will probably be good.
Let's go.
All right, so would you rather lose your sense of touch or your sense of smell?
I'd rather lose my sense of smell.
Really?
To not be able to know if I touch something?
Like, yeah, like you wouldn't be able to touch anything.
Oh, yeah.
Like you wouldn't feel anything.
Out of here.
Oh, my gosh.
Because I would want to... Touching is more important than smelling to me.
You think so?
But that's my opinion. That's my... I mean, it's my...
If my hands went numb right now, as long as I can smell my food, I'm straight.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm good.
See, I'm thinking otherwise. Like...
I'm dead. Okay.
I'd rather be able to know that I'm touching.
Okay.
Because not everything smells good.
Gotcha. Right. All right. Would you rather have more time or more money?
I'd rather have more time to make more money.
I knew it. I knew we were going there.
I'll take time.
Okay, so how about this? Would you rather waste your time or waste money?
I'd rather waste money.
Really?
I don't want to waste my time. I'd rather waste money. I'd rather waste money. Because the shit I'm going to waste money on is I'm still going to be happy.
Like Pokemon cards.
Right, exactly. I'd rather waste my money doing some shit like that.
Yeah.
Than waste. Because, I mean, you ask yourself, like, if it's a nigga you're talking to or fellas out there, there's a girl you're talking to, would you rather waste your money on getting her like a little dinner, or would you rather waste your time, like your valuable? You
know, I just learned how valuable time was in the last 2 weeks. And let me tell you, being like having to wait on somebody for like 10 hours.
Right.
Woo! Let me tell you.
That 10 hours just wasting money on bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. It could have been out spending money.
Right, exactly.
And my time was,
exactly.
I'd
definitely rather waste money.
Okay. So, we're going to get personal. I'm going to try to get in your business. We'll see what happens. Are you single?
I'm not.
What?
I'm not.
What?
I'm not.
How long has this been going on?
It's been going on for a while. I mean, I was in a relationship last year with a young lady. It did not work out.
Okay.
And then me and my son's mom, we had our differences. You know what I mean? We were just young. We were chasing after our own shit. She wanted to do. She had her goals and I had mine. You know what I mean? So, I think timing is everything. That time wasn't, that time spent was toxic because we had our own shit going on.
Okay.
And we needed that time away to do our own thing. She needed her time away to see whatever she wanted us to do. And I need that time for sure to see what I wanted to do. So, you know what I mean? Like, we made sure before we came together, like, would it just be for Chris or is it really like for us?
Oh, so it's your baby mama you're with.
Right.
Aww. Yay, Queen. I love it. No more broken homes, guys.
Yeah, no more.
I love it.
It's a challenge, you know what I mean? It definitely is a challenge. I mean, as you get older, again, people have different goals and people live life at a different speed. I know I live life at a different speed than her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what I do, I could, Arlie or Konami or myself could have an idea at 12 a.m. and we got to act on it right there. And that's not for everybody.
Yeah,
you know
true.
What I mean? Like, again, I was in a relationship prior and that wasn't for them. You know what I mean? They didn't understand that. They didn't understand why I had to be here. They didn't understand why I had to be here so late or be here so early or go do that and do this. But after a while, you get tired of explaining yourself because you really don't have to. You know what I mean? Like, out of respect, you do.
Yeah.
But if you're not doing anything, vile or malicious, you know what I mean? You're focusing on making your brand grow.
Right.
I shouldn't have to explain shit.
True.
So, I mean, I think over time we just got comfortable understanding that. So that's where we are now.
Plus, she's been here, so she knows the
game.
It's different than you have to explain something new to somebody versus someone who's like,
she was there when we would have again, like when we would be at my house till like me and all the homies would be at my house till like 3 a.m. trying to figure out like what's our next move.
Yeah.
I would when my son was born, I would have to take him to Arlie's house or Pat's house, and we would be up till 2 a.m. chopping up and like, what do we do next before we had the space.
Yeah.
So after a while, you get tired of just explaining yourself to people, and you don't realize you don't have to.
True.
You know what I mean? You really don't. To this day, like I feel like I don't have to explain myself when it comes to this.
Yeah.
You should be able to just understand.
You already know.
You know what I mean? So again, it's just not a cakewalk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's shit, but at the end of the day, she understands. You know what I mean? And I'd rather have that than someone just like, why?
Right.
You know, I can't.
Come back.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Dang. Hold on. Let me. Because I wasn't expecting that. That's why.
Right. You still ask what you gotta ask, though. It's okay.
I mean, okay. So when you were dating, what, or even now, what are your turn-ons and turn-offs?
My turn-offs are for sure if you don't got no goals.
Oh man, what ambition?
You gotta have
everything.
ambition. You gotta have ambition. I mean, it's just as important for men to want a woman who has ambition.
Yes, and you want to know something?
One-sided.
Remember when B. Simone had that whole like she had her first $1 million or something before 30? You sat here and said that it was really sexy to watch her be as determined and motivated.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
Literally, when you said that, that really made me sit back like, damn, I need to up my shit.
I mean, it's what anyone would expect, whether whether it's a field like this or if you work at a restaurant. Like, I work at a restaurant. Right. If I had no ambition, say if none of this shit existed, I'm with someone. They're like, what do you want out of life? I'm just like, I just want to be a server the rest of my life. Yeah. That's not a turn on.
Man, what?
You know what I mean? Like, what about I want to be a manager? I want to be. I want to do some. I want to get another job. Like you.
Or someone that wants to be in the streets all the time.
Right. Come on, man. That's just not it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, having ambition is like number one. If you don't have no ambition, you have no goals or like a bigger picture for yourself, I can't. Yeah. You know what I mean? If your bigger goal is just to be, I'm cool where I'm at. Yeah. Like, for the rest of your life, like there's so much more out there. True. You know what I'm saying? So that's honestly my biggest turnoff. Like it's not. I'm not really like a looks guy. I'm not really like a you have to be shaped this way guy. Yeah. Like it's just about like your personality, of course. Okay. You got to be funny. You got to be able to take a joke. You got to be able to like shoot jokes too. And again, you got to be ambitious. You know what I mean? And those are the turn-ons for me. Like turn-offs again is like being ambitionless. So you got to have something going for yourself. Yeah. You don't got to be rich. None of that. Right. That's like corny. Like that's like well, who wouldn't want someone rich? But that's not everybody rich.
Right. You can be wealthy.
You can be wealthy in spirit. You can be wealthy. You can be confident. You can be there's so many things that trump that shit. So that would definitely be my turn-off.
Okay. So what are your kinks then? What do you like done to you?
What do I like done to me?
Yeah, like what? Like.
What do I like done to me? You know what? I like. I'm trying to figure out how to word this. You know what I mean?
Spit it out.
I like experimenting in the journey the journey of the human body. You know what I mean? Like the you know, like going, like seeing what makes the other person get off. You know what I mean? Like what is that a no? Is that a yes? You know what I mean? Is that feel good? Does that feel good or doesn't it? You know what I mean? Like the human body is like a tricky thing. Oh yeah. You may think you know someone with all their nicks and crannies and all this shit, but you really don't. Like,
true.
Some people like their toes licked. Some people like the bottom of their feet licked. I'm not saying I'm gonna do that. I'm just saying, like, the human body is like a whole. Yeah. It's a whole thing. You know what I mean? So, if we got time to explore, like, what it is you like or don't, I'm all for it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, like, those would be my it would just be like, you know, let's experience, like, each other's, you know what I mean? Body. Or, you know, shit like that.
Nice. Okay, so, how do you keep it spicy in the bedroom? Whether you want to pertain this to you and your girl or not.
Right. No, for sure. Like, I think it would be that. I think not everyone does that. Okay. Because again, like, there's been people I've been with where it's just like let's say you with somebody. I'll speak from my experience.
Okay.
I could be with someone, and she might automatically just lay down flat on her back. And I'm like, yo, like, what are you doing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we still foreplaying.
Right.
Know what I mean? Like, the foreplaying over. I still need to. I'm not ready to just jump right in. Right. I'm not ready to just. You know what I'm saying? So. It would definitely be like exploring other person's body. Like that shit is dope. Like I don't know if people really done that. Pretty sure people have, but not everybody does that. You know what I'm saying? Like girls talk, guys talk as well. You know what I mean? So we bring up stories to each other. You might hear your homie's experience. It's like, yeah, I can't do that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure it's the same thing for women.
Yeah, definitely.
So for me, like exploring like the person's body makes them tickle, makes them be like, no, get off.
Like,
all that shit. Like I like to explore what it is you. So I know in the future not to do no dumb shit.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? So it would have to be that.
Okay.
Sure.
So speaking of role playing, because that's next. What kind of role playing are you into?
I mean. The obvious would be like on some fucking would be like on well I'll say this, like being there's times where like, you know, because I feel like when you get in shit like that, like it depends on the mood.
Okay.
You might be in a mood just to rip each other's clothes off.
Yeah.
So you ain't got no time to role play.
Okay.
You might be in a mood where it's like, excuse me, she want to dress up as this, and you're the patient, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Or whatever the case is. So it depends on the mood. If it's in a mood where it's just like, you know, I wanted you for like a week, you know what I mean? We didn't have the time to get together. I ain't thinking about role playing. Yeah. But if it's like we're on a planned trip, we're on a vacation, we got time to ourselves. Yeah. We got all the time in the world, really. Like then we could explore like some other ways to go about it. So to me, it's like it's in the moment. Okay. It's how I feel in the moment. Yeah. I'm very big on like being in the moment. I'm not really I don't really plan anything like that. You know what I mean? So I'm just big in the moment.
Okay. Yeah. Tell us your craziest sex story.
My craziest sex story?
Yeah. Some of you we'll be like, what? Or laugh.
Can we open the Jameson?
What too? We can break it open. Yeah. Okay, we'll break it open for this one. Okay.
You
I don't drink Jameson at all.
I'm gonna sip. I'm not gonna take it. I'm gonna sip this as we go along.
Is it sip worthy?
To me, it is a hard whiskey. If you want to take a shot, you can. But I can sip this though.
Okay. Yeah.
My craziest sex story. All right.
I love them. I love these stories.
It would be years ago at the Roche Motel at the Treehouse.
Whoa.
This is what we used to call Roche's studio. We used to call it the Roche Motel, the Treehouse. And it was a young lady there. And it's not even a crazy sex story. It's just crazy how we got to have sex.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I didn't really know her. But this is when like I was performing and I was like kind of getting out there or whatever, and it was literally on someone who really who just liked my music. That was the first experience I ever had like
a fan.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Like for better lack of the term.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I ain't trying to do that to myself, but like it was someone who really liked my music and like they recited like my verse. You know what I mean? So it was like right. So it was like I was just like, yo, like I kind of gotta break her off right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
There's no way I can like, and that's what the moment was too. She was telling me this for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, to get there. So it was like, yeah, we gotta rock. We gotta do this. So it's not really like the sex story was crazy. It was just like how it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would for sure be it.
Okay. I like
But years ago,
you had a fan. You had to fuck a fan. That is so.
Yeah.
There are celebrities that marry their number one fan. So it's like, what?
Right.
You win, girl.
She might know who she is. You might know.
You can tell me after. Okay. So last question: who's your celebrity crush? Because you're not the one to type of kind of fangirl over celebrities that I've seen anyway. Right. But you have one.
A celebrity crush. Mm-hmm. My celebrity crush, because I don't, all right, this might sound silly, but I don't really, I'm not attracted to celebrities.
Wow. Okay.
I like just regular, normal girls.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But I will say lately, it's times like lately. Rihanna.
Oh yeah.
And it never was really Rihanna before for me.
She got thick, and that was it for me.
Right.
I said, "Girl, okay."
I know that Rihanna wasn't never gorgeous. Like she's always been gorgeous, but I just never, you know what I mean. That was it's Rihanna. I'm not even thinking that. You know what I mean? But lately it's been Rihanna, and also lately it's been Olivia Munn. Olivia Munn was she was in the X-Men Apocalypse movie.
Oh.
She was when I first saw Olivia Munn, it was a channel called G4 TV. It was like a geek television channel.
Okay.
And she would she would host a show on there. And she dated Aaron Rodgers for a while.
Wow.
So it was Olivia Munn for like a cool minute.
Yeah.
And then also, I will say this: there's a time where I chose Beyonce over Ashanti. Like, all day long.
But Ashanti for sure.
Well, I'm seeing Ashanti now, and I'm seeing Maya now. Like, have you seen
Maya? Yeah, her vegan life has
wow,
done her right.
Maya's still gorgeous. Like she's still gorgeous. Like,
and you know the thing is, she had no surgery. She's still flat chested as hell.
No, she had none. She had
gorgeous.
None. And I'm not the one for surgeries. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so. Cause I'm a big dude myself. I ain't about to get a surgery.
Yeah.
So I need.
They got manscaping.
Right.
Just saying.
If you want to do that, go ahead.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I mean. But like, it would have to be like lately, like, you know, I don't have like really crushes, but like you might scroll and like, oh okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay. And
I will say, I don't know how old Billie Eilish is.
I think she's like 19.
She is?
Yeah, she's super young. I know she ain't
really
21.
Nice eyes though.
Yeah, she does.
She has really nice eyes.
I just don't appreciate her dark, depressing music. I feel like
I'm
she
not
could
really
do so much
I do not even listen to Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you a song.
My kids love her, but I won't let them listen.
Right. I think my sister was watching like she was watching. I don't know if it was Entertainment Weekly or some show like that, and like she has like really nice eyes.
Yeah.
And she has nice lips too.
Yeah.
So that was the first time I really seen Billie Eilish.
Okay.
But like for sure Maya and Ashanti lately.
Okay. Yeah.
And Angela Yee too.
Angela Yee is gorgeous.
I just like the way she talks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She just sounds smart. She sounds like she knows her shit.
No, yeah, she's very educated.
Right,
I love
she's very educated.
Swag.
Yeah. So that would be it. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So we are now at the portion of the show where we take a shot with Cece, and then I forgot to tell you this earlier, but you get to ask me questions. I meant to tell you to prepare for this, but
oh shit! I get to ask you. I'll ask you one.
Yeah, we can do up to 3. But we're going to take this shot really quick.
Sure.
James said, I just want to thank Cain for coming to the show.
Cheers,
y'all for tuning in.
Make sure y'all keep tuning in too.
Yes, all that.
How was that?
That's disgusting. I see why you had the ginger ale.
Shout out to J-Mom. Now I'm going to ask you a question. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What do you hope to get out of your podcast experience?
Honestly, I haven't thought that far ahead. I want to be at the level where this is my only and first income.
Right.
I don't want to say, I kept saying, oh, I want to be like Breakfast Club, I want to be like Breakfast Club, but I've recently learned that you're not supposed to dream of things like that because you don't know what the people went through to get where they are. And I don't want nobody's journey except my own. So right now, I think what I'm hoping to get out of this is just to be able to help up and coming artists get to where they need to go, because I want to be the person where like kind of like Breakfast Club anyway, but where they used to have like the new artists come and then they do the first interview and then they shoot up. That's what I want. So I don't want to be ridiculously famous. I don't want all that money or whatever, but I want to do something that I love, that I know I can do, that I'm really really good at, and just be comfortable the rest of my life.
Do you have a favorite interview
yet? Oh shoot, I have a couple because people are so interesting. So like first off, Tony Cota was one of my favorites because instead of us drinking, we had smoked a joint because he's recovering alcoholic.
So he's not
right. So that was one of my favorite interviews. And if you guys watched the last episode, the last part of the episode, I was so high, I really couldn't figure out what we were talking about. So Tony was definitely one of them. Jay the Darkskin, he's been on here twice, and he's my favorite because he has so much local fame, I should say, but he is the sweetest, humblest person you'll ever meet in your life, and he's so quiet, but he don't play no shit. So, yeah, I love him. Who else? Mac Deuce is one of my favorites too because he's just wild and crazy. Mac Deuce is dope. He's wild, but he's really professional.
And that's the first time I met him that day.
Yes, he's like, I don't know. He be wilding out on social media, but in person, he's so professional, so dope. Like, he's a nice person. And honestly, she wasn't my favorite, but I know she will be. Yessie. Because when I first interviewed her, she didn't have anything. Right. So now, with her coming up with you guys, doing music and all that stuff, when I interview her again, because I will, I know it's going to be my favorite.
It's going to be different.
Yeah, it's going to be super different. So, yeah.
And do you have the last question I would ask you is, do you have a dream interview?
Oh, shoot. Like with someone famous?
Or anyone.
Like in general?
Yeah, in general, yeah.
Dream interview. Famous dream interview for sure is Charlemagne, because I love him, everything about him. If he was just to come on my show and talk about his life one more time. I think that would be a dope right, just one more time, because I know your story. I read your books. Him, and then as far as like maybe local or up and coming, there's this girl that I follow on Instagram. Her name is K Goddess Official. Everyone says she looks like Black China stuff because she has the pierced dimples and everything that. She could kind of pass for her, but it's just a New York thing. She lives in New York. She's super dope, lots of fun. And Ken the Man. It's a girl though, but it's crazy. But she's like that bitch. Like, she's one of my dream interviews too. I've hit them up in the DM, so we'll see.
Oh yeah, I mean, manifesting now.
Yeah, all that. Oh, you know what though? Also, B Simone. Because as much as I didn't like her because she was on my man, the baby, I feel like her story, just listening to her, because of course her book got pulled because of plagiarism, supposedly. I would love to interview her and just kind of get her story in person, and then be cool with her and stuff. Yeah.
I mean, you never know. You just aim for the stars. It can happen.
Yeah, hopefully.
For sure. We'll see. Yeah, those are the questions I have. Those are good answers.
Okay, cool. Thanks. So yeah, let them know how to find you and all that good stuff.
All right, man. If you ever want to find me, make sure you pull up 2 Man Studios HQ, 15402 West 8th Street. Always tell people we're right between the police station and the courthouse. So if you want to find me here, make sure you do that. Also, www.thebaproject.com. Again, www.thebaproject.com, and also on Instagram and Twitter you can find me at ACAIN_. I'm on Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, all that shit.
All that good stuff. And all of the stuff, the links will be below. Right. And also just make sure you guys check them out here and on 22.3 Takeover Vegas Radio. Right. I don't know if I told you we're gonna be on the radio station in 176 countries now.
Another shot.
Yes, you wanna do another shot for that? Shout out to my girl DJ Bad Girl. Thank you, Mad Studios, for always dealing with me these last 3.5 years and allowing me here to do my interviews as well. You guys are great. And
let me say this: Camille has come a long way. Camille has come a long way.
Lots of conversations.
Lots of misunderstandings. But those are the growing pains. Yes. And that's what comes with you wanting to chase your dreams. It's just not easy. It's just not sweet. So cheers to you for still sticking through.
Appreciate you, because Cain has never ever let me just slide by with anything. So this man will be on my head ASAP, no Rocky, and no games. For okay. Sure. And I love you to death, and thank you so much for coming to my show.
Absolutely. I got you. We're going to get you on purpose. We're going to make sure Camille drinks nothing but this by the end of the
Ciroc only. Did he call me? Okay. We'll catch you guys next week on Open Book.